Every person I talk to who doesn't live the nomadic lifestyle all tell me the same thing. Wow, that lifestyle is amazing. I wish I could do that too. I'm jealous. You have the best lifestyle. And to all of them, I say the exact same thing. You can. And they usually respond with something like, I can't because I have a mortgage, I have a child, I have a pet, I have an office job, etc. But they can still live a better lifestyle. It's just going to take a little bit of work. Now, my guess is that a lot of these people didn't realize that they were saying no to other lifestyles when they were saying yes to theirs. And this is the fundamental point of this video. When you say yes to something, you are inherently saying no to something else. For example, let's say you were thinking about getting a pet dog. If you were to ask yourself the questions like, do I like dogs? Do I think dogs are cute? Am I a dog person? Do I want a dog? Most everyone will say yes to those things because those are all first order consequences of having a pet. And most people just use those questions to make a decision. But they don't realize that by saying yes to having a pet dog, they're saying no to a lot of other things like the ability to travel easily or their freedom. Now, if they've contemplated the second and third order consequences of that decision and they're still okay with that trade-off, then by all means, go for it. But most people don't live life that way. Most people make decisions based off the first order consequence and then end up in a place with limited freedom and options. I think this is very apparent in people having kids. They'll ask themselves, do I want a cute little version of me running around? And they'll say, yes, sure, I want that. But they don't really realize that by saying yes to that, they're saying no to freedom or the ability to travel or good sleep or less stress and more financial success. And if you're okay with that trade-off, then it's time to make a decision. But most people think they can have it all. Most people will say yes to very impactful decisions. And then years later, when they have a mortgage, an office job, kids, and a pet, wonder what happened. So when you think about making a decision, try to think about the second and third order consequences of that decision. A couple that I somewhat recently met was telling me about how they would just absolutely love to travel, but they couldn't because they just adopted a sweet little puppy. And I was thinking to myself, okay, well, that's great. The puppy's sweet, but do you not realize you're not going to be able to travel for the next 10 years? And this brings up another point. Some decisions remove freedom from your life. And once it's removed, it is very difficult to bring it back. And I think this is why most people don't have much freedom. They made a bunch of decisions that sort of locked them into their lifestyle, and now they have a huge uphill battle in order to get back out. Having kids, for example, is not very reversible, but traveling or building a business is. It is very easy to say, okay, well, I just want to stop my business, or I'm going to sell my business, or I'm going to just stop traveling. It's pretty easy to reverse those decisions. This, of course, isn't to say that you shouldn't ever choose something that gives you less freedom, because sometimes it is worth the trade-off. But make sure that you're aware of those trade-offs before you make the decision, because most people don't do that. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to follow me as I travel. I'm on my 9th year of digital nomading while I buy and build businesses that fund my lifestyle.